see how this works. It's been a minute. Eyes and words are so I see, but she burns like rum on a fire, hard and fast, as angry as she can be. I walk my days on a wire. It looks ugly, but it's clean. Mama, don't fuss over me. Way she shows me I'm hers and she is mine. Open hands or closed fist will be fine. Blood is rare and sweet as cherry wine. Hey, Sonny. How you doing? It's good to see you. Sorry I haven't been around much. We'll call that there. I think you got ads or something going. Sonny, you're precious. Thank you. Hope you've been well. And I don't think there's background noise. There's a little bit of a device. I'm actually not really sure what it is. I think it's like a fan that's pushing stuff out. Still going, but it's not that loud. Anyways, yeah. Well, I guess long time no see. I saw your message and it brought me joy, and that's why we're here again. Let's see here. Speaking of screaming in here, I gotta turn that noise down on my end. That was loud. That's kind of enjoyable. Welcome in. Is that Taco Hamel? That's just a little bit far. Yeah, that's an M and that's an L. Okay. I guess, sorry about. You escaped the ads. Dang. the ads. That was a little ditty that I've been working on, but that's about all there is to that for now. Um, anyways, welcome in Taco Hamill, Taco, or however you'd like me to say your username, which you preferred. It's nice to meet you. My name is Matthew, aka Mystic Bigfoot. I am a singer-songwriter out here of Minneapolis, Minnesota. I've been doing the music thing my whole life, the songwriting thing for the last, 5-6 years now. The Twitch thing, well, off and on, I suppose, but consistently a few years back, and then I took a bit of a pause, and this is my first little bout back in a good amount of time. And it feels a little weird to be back behind the screen, but it also feels somewhat comforting. Yeah. Anyways, I hope everything has been going well in all of your lives. This year has been truly a test and a testament to my perseverance and patience. I have been active, very, very, very politically so, as best I can in my own space, in my own community, but neglected here, which is something that I have my regrets about. But let's see here. Sonny, I hope more this year has been good to you, but either way. Let's see here. Does the only cover of Cherry Wine... Sonny, that's not true. I do a good cover. I like my cover, but I do like a lot of other folks' cover of it as well. I can play that for you, though. Let's do that. All right, here's some Cherry Wine by Hosier. Ice and words are so I see, but she burns like rum on a fire. God, this just all feels so different. Eyes and words are so I see, but she burns like rum on a fire. Hot and fast, as angry as she can be. I walk my days on a wire. It looks ugly, but it's clean. Mama, don't fuss over me. The way she tells me I'm hers and she is mine. Open hands or closed fist will be fine. Blood is rare and sweet as cherry wine. Calls of guilty thrown at me, all while she stains the sheets of some other, thrown at me so powerfully, just like she throws with the arm of her brother. this fiery home, but she burns like sleep to the freezing. Sweet and right and merciful, I'm all but washed, tired of her breathing. It looks ugly, but it's clean. Mama, don't fuss over me. Open hands or closed fist would be fine. The blood is rare and sweet as cherry wine. I would call that. Sometimes my hands forget how to play things, but they mostly get me there. Anyways, that was a little cherry wine, a little scuffed, but that's okay. It's all about the experience of being in the moment and all that. Anyways, Reg, welcome in, friend. It's been a long time. Hope you've been well and crushing in all your Dominion games. Hey, just looser guy, welcome in. Have you changed your username? I'm trying to remember. But regardless, it's good to see you in. Anyways, thanks for all the emotes. This is definitely gonna take a little getting used to again, but this is not what I think to be a one-time affair. I'm pretty sure we're gonna keep doing this. I'm not exactly sure about not exactly sure about maybe as frequently as I did before, but we'll see. You know, I'm kind of a person who lives by the whim rather than by logic sometimes. As much as I disagree with that mentality sometimes, but oh, Jay, well, welcome back. Welcome in, Jay. It's good to see you. It's like I recognize that. Yeah, I think we need some more quotes in there. Honestly, I don't think half of my quotes, less than half of them, that I feel like deserve to get in there. Anyways, y'all, today is just kind of a fun little chill day. Getting back behind things, working to figure out how the heck to stream stuff again. Like, what has changed in the last? I mean, I dabbled a little bit last year, but even then was not, I would say, adequate to what I would want to do. So we're trying to get to the point where I can feel confidence behind this screen once again. And it's good to see you. And I hope your lives have truly been as comfortable as they can be in such unsettling times. Oh my gosh, I gotta turn exit Steam here. Sorry, y'all, if you got scared by that notification. And then I gotta go off Discord. Yikes. Thought I did that for, I think I disabled it automatically this time. I know, sorry, friends. Sorry to spook y'all. The phantom notification. And I as loud as that was for you guys, it was louder for me, I think. So, anyways, I've got a new song I'm going to play for you. It's going to be on the album. This is a treat because you're here right now. Restless for what is yet to be. Restless for what is yet to be. Tired of hating all I see. I want love, I want hope. While the world is up in smoke, can I breathe for a minute before the end? Can I breathe for a minute before the end? was told growing up that the world is wide. Press your luck now that I am older than I thought I'd be. There's nobody left to answer for the burning trees, for all the dreams are dead and the fish are too. The world is overwhelming, lover, I am too. So lie with me, lie to me, delay the afterlife, maybe one more night. Lie with me, sweet, lie to me, delay the afterlife. 'Cause I want love, I want hope, while the world is up in smoke. Can I breathe for a minute before the end? Can I breathe for a minute before the end? Can I breathe for a minute before the end? Can I breathe? All right, and that was one called. We'll save the title for another time, but that's a new one. Never before been heard. Even if I did crank that reverb up to about 1.5 million. Hope you enjoyed that. It's a song about, well, a lot of things, but one thing, just hoping for a better future and to make it through the current. All right, I think I should have done this, but I should have posted that I'm going live. I'll post that here. The last time I posted in this channel was November 13th, 2024. Such is life. Oh, thank you, Sonny. I appreciate that. The dancing and all that stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I really like that couch, actually. It's really nice. This is actually at my little recording studio that I've had for an embarrassingly long amount of time at this point. But, you know, we can't look back and wish we had done more. We can only look forward and go from there, you know? There's no other way to rationalize it other than a desire to do better in the future. Hell yeah, exactly. Anyways, what's new in the life of Sonny, though? If you don't want to talk about that, that's okay. And me, let's see here. What are some of the highlights of this past year? I mean, a lot of good time spent with friends. I definitely felt like I had a wonderful summer here. Though it is, I don't know what it is. I'm not a summer guy. I don't know. Maybe my living in the northern part of the country where it's really cold a lot of the time, maybe that is good for me, as much as I sometimes get sad about it. But summer, I don't know. It's a complicated season for me. I've had some of the highest highs and some of the lowest lows. But yeah, so anyways, it's been good living here in the Twin Cities in Minneapolis. It's been a pleasant community and a bastion of hope in trying times. Hey, Sonny, don't worry about it. I sending you all the love across the Midwest, because I'm pretty sure, suspicion, unless a lot can change. So, all right. I would like to play some more tunes for you guys, and I admittedly don't love how my lyrics show up on my screens here, so I have to look into that. But in the meantime, here's an original of mine. song is one that I wrote with Chat forever ago, if you believe it or not. Sunny was in the stream on March 3rd of 2022. Welcome in, friends. Go Ricky and Winklebot, my friends. It is good to see the both of you. Yeah, Sonny, 2022. It's been a minute. How have you guys been? I know I talk with you semi-frequently, Javen, but it's been a cold season in that regard a little bit. But I know we're all both off doing our own things and you're killing it in school and all that jazz. And go, Ricky. I hope you've been well. Let's see here. Excuse me. You have a giant button on your hat. I don't know if I do know, and it is for the mayoral race in Minneapolis. There are a few people running. Actually, quite a few people running. And I support Omar Fateh for the mayor of Minneapolis, and I'm all that jazz. It's one of his buttons. I don't know how much it comes across, and it's gonna probably be not worth it to take the thing and show it and stuff. But yeah, happy to talk as much about anything. But yeah. Is the speaking quiet for you guys? I can maybe get that a little. Let's see here. How about this? This seems like it would be better. Maybe that's a little better. Yeah, I can see my OBS only getting to the edge of the green, which means we still got plenty of headroom, but I don't want to go too crazy, you know. All right, there we go. Let's go about that. That sounds good to me. I don't think I have all the settings dialed in perfectly, but I did not want that to stop me from doing something else, you know? Wanted to definitely make sure I just did this. You know what I mean? Let's see here. I am speaking at, yeah, -20 is pretty quiet. Is there anything else I can do? Maybe there's a little bit of tweaking I can do. Don't have any. Oh, probably don't have any boost. That's the problem. I kind of set everything as if I was playing music rather than talking. And I realize this about myself is I play a lot of music when I stream, so but I also talk a lot. And that's just kind of who I am. Is that a little better? And then I'll just have to, I think, tweak it down when I go to play. But anyways, Sonny's gonna go do some cleaning. Well, it was good to see you. We'll be streaming here for a good 90 minutes, we'll say. I'll say at a minimum. So you can all get some of the stuff done as I figure out the tweaks and the knobs once again and find out what I've missed feature, because there's so many things that have changed. Lots of collaboration tools and other small things. I'm not sure how much of it will be actually useful, but I'm glad to see it doesn't seem worse. Yeah. At any rate, that last song was an original of mine that we wrote on stream forever ago. Is out on Spotify for those who care to listen, and any other streaming service. Though personally, I've kind of cooled off. I'm no longer a subscriber to Spotify. I use Tidal, though I'm not necessarily in love with that one either. Just different, you know. Gotta vote with money. That's kind of the big thing here. Hey, Jakey, welcome in, friend. It's good to see you. I hope you've been well. Recognize that heart anywhere. Oh, you on Spotify? Are you also off Spotify? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, man, I'm so conflicted because it was such a good thing for a minute, but I guess the pay for artists was never great, but it just felt very accessible. About a year. You know what? I'd have to think about. I think that I did like 1 month where I did both Spotify and the one I'm using now, which is Tidal. It's kind of mid, to be honest. It's just fine. Doesn't have every song I want, and features are just okay. So there's probably better. I just decided to pick a different one and try it out. You know, be curious about what you guys are using. Mix of YouTube or Bandcamp. And truthfully, I actually don't use it to listen. Like when they send you stats about how much you've listened to each month, which is, I guess, kind of nice. But like I listen to maybe like a few hours of music through the device. Otherwise, it's like I'm listening through like YouTube or I'm listening to live music in person. Like it's a lot of that stuff. So yeah, here we go. I'll say the biggest thing that's probably changed since the last time I streamed is my hair is like so much longer now. It's like solidly like at the base of my rib cage. Like that's kind of crazy. I've been seeing a lot of I bet you can hear that. But I've been seeing a lot of old memories and things like that, and just seeing myself with short hair, even like short long hair, is kind of crazy. Yeah. Oh, good catch. You know what? I've had this for so long, and I got this last year. This is some political merch from this last year, 2024. That election cycle. And, all that jazz. But I just wore it because I was cold today, to be honest. Didn't really match, but I do like the strap. I wish I could claim coordination. So let's see here. I played a new song of mine earlier. Do I have another new one I want to play? Not yet. Not yet. We'll save all of that. But I would like to play some more music for you guys. But I hope you've been well, Goriki, Jake, all the friends. Oh, you were at a wedding this last weekend. Oh, Cole, he got married. That's fun. That's exciting. I feel the same way. I have a friend of mine who's getting married this winter, and it's just like, man, it's crazy. And also, some of them are having kids now too. It's a little sad because I'm like, guys, quit having kids so we can hang out all the time. But I guess I guess that is a part of friends getting older without necessarily the same traits of like, I personally know I don't want kids. Like that's just not something I can see in my life. But for some people, it's exciting. Anyways, we got some more tunes coming up for you guys. Hope you all are doing well on this fabulous October 7th, 2025. Which apparently, by the way, and I probably should know this, is my affiliate anniversary, which is kind of cool that I didn't do it because of today, but it's kind of a fun little thing that it is. You know what I mean? Some Mystic Little Feet might be cool. I'll leave the reproducing to the rest of my family. I got a lot of siblings. Anyways. The song is mine is called No Rainbow. I gotta turn that down, I think. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that sounds good, yeah. Jethro, my friend, I love you. I've missed you. I know no rainbow. All she wrote, it's all she wrote. And giving up on love tonight. Found my moonshine so bright, but it was reflection of love. Far away, you never hear those 3 words said. Some days I'm better off dead. Some things you can't repeat, just lives on in your memories. I know I'm more than part to blame for the sundering of my old flame. I hold those feelings close inside. I take each season in its stride. I know no rainbow, no rainbow, it's all she wrote. I think about the passing years, coupled with my growing fears. One day I'll end up on my own, but I know I am one restless soul. Bitterness takes its toll. Let the pale moon come and go. Watch the tide and let them flow. I know I'm more than part to blame for the sundering of my old flames. I hold those feelings close inside. I take each season in its stride. I know no rainbow, no rainbow, it's all she wrote. time has passed on by, 4 years blink of an eye. Somehow I find myself relieved. Grew into my skin, I let my love in to new beginnings. I can finally be myself. I know I'm more than part to blame for the sundering of my old flames. I hold those feelings close inside, take each season in its stride. I know no rainbow, no rainbow, it's all she wrote. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but just reminiscing on all the times that I've had in these past several years, for good and for bad. I feel like I have learned a lot about myself, and not all of it's bad, you know. It's all about learning and continuously finding yourself, right? Anyways, welcome in Jethro, my friend, aka Potato Guy Z67 in the digital flesh. How have you been? Yeah, I miss this. I do. I had an inkling that this was the missing key, and this certainly feels like it hits the bullet, if you understand. Last I knew I was on a road trip. How did that go? Well, it's kind of funny. One of the plot lines of this year was my car was broken, and I had to replace some stuff on it, and I did. So that is funny. But that road trip was very fun, and it went very well. That was maybe, gosh, a year and a half now. I don't even remember at this point. Feels like forever, but it did go phenomenally. I got to see a lot of good friends, got to go to a lot of cool places, and do a lot of fun things. A lot of time spent in the East Coast, Northeast specifically. Went to New York City, visited Sunflower Blitz, visited down in Washington, D.C., the David Ayer on the Air, as well as Bert, whose username changes from time to time, but Bert. Then I went up to Maine to catch the fall colors. So that was about, I guess that would be about 2 years ago now then. Doesn't feel like it was that long ago, but I guess it was. And then I ended the trip visiting near Toronto our friend Triskelion Muse. And that was all lovely. It went fantastic. I got to do hiking, got to see live music, got to hang out with all the folks, and even go follow along as Trisk did some concert photography for a band out there. And I got to hang out in the green room with some metal bands. It was kind of fun. Very fun. So that road trip was actually the shortest of my road trips, if you can believe that. That one was only, oh my gosh, 4,000 miles, something like that. Maybe not even. I think all the other ones I had done previously had been in the 5,000 to 6,000 range over about a month. Actually, yeah, I suppose they all took about a month, give or take a week or so. It was fun though. I had a lot of fun with it. A mix of car camping, some hotels, as well as staying and crashing at people's places. I'd say this was the time I did the least car camping, mostly due to the fact that actually it was just kind of inaccessible to sleep in the car in the Northeast in a lot of cities. Like, not gonna really do car camping in New York, right? That's kind of crazy. But certainly, like, in some of the nature spots I did, definitely car camp there. So, big fan of that. If you've never done it, it's scary, and there's definitely things to to be aware of when you do it. It's not like you just roll up and pass out. Like obviously, as with anything in life, there are risks. But you pick a good spot. You don't be too conspicuous. You just yeah, it's good. But a lot of really great spots are dispersed camping spots, and there's a lot less of those in the Northeast. There are some. Any national forest, as long as we still have those, we'll have spots you can just pull off usually, which is kind of nice. Anyways, yeah, have you done any road trips? Any of that kind of stuff? What's your favorite way to do it? I for one would like to eventually get to all the national parks and forests too, if that's possible, because I feel at peace in the trees. In some ways, I feel like a forest spirit of sorts. Oh, cruises, like actual, like on the water cruise. For some reason, my first thought was you were cruising in a car, because that's a thing that we would do. I'm not sure how universal this was, but like, when we first got our licenses back, 16 in the U.S., we would, as one of the things to do in a small town of about 2,000 people, you would just drive. It was a way to stay out of the house and, not a lot of things to do, to be honest. So we would just drive around. We'd call that cruising. And I suppose there are a few other meanings of the word. So I've been tempted. I think it could be kind of fun to cruise across the ocean instead of take a plane. I don't know if they're exactly my energy, but I would maybe consider maybe one day doing music on a cruise, like being a performer. There's another friend here on Twitch that's what they do, or did. Time flies. Not sure it's your energy. Definitely boxed in. Yeah, you never know until you try. So, and I'm one, if not a lover of experiencing life. That's a good point. Probably do a cruise before working on one. All right, here's another song of mine. It's called Fall. Beaten down, I've run my life into the ground. All the sounds I make are sad. Life's got me feeling this way. Don't wanna hurt, just take it away. And I'm all the pain till it's just yesterday. I don't know which way to go, ghosts of places I used to know. They haunt my days and all my waking dreams. What's it mean to be alive? More to life than 9 to 5. More than circling my life without a thought. Just watch the river run. Love, the air now falls begun. Appreciate that I don't hate my heart. But it's hard to let go of all the love I used to know. The scars they leave haven't fallen down yet. I'm worth more that I know, more years left to grow. But my heart remembers all its missing pieces. Like lightning on a tree, etched my memory. A tree that falls alone, it is my nightmare. Is this the fall of my life? Will I make it through the night? Am I doomed to bring the always ever after? Will I? Oh, will I? And that was a song of mine called Fall. I wrote that a few years ago. So for some extra context for anyone joining us that is new, I spent about a year off of work just trying to take the time to invest in myself with music and experiences. And towards the end of that time, as I was looking for work once again, as we all need money to survive, as it turns out, I felt an incredible sense of emotion, for lack of better words. And that is that song. Anyways, looks like we have an ad break coming up fairly shortly. So I guess we'll let that go. How do I even start that nowadays? I don't know. Honestly, we'll find out together, I guess. All right, friends, I'll be back in a little bit. You take care. Nice. 58 minutes of ad-free experience. I think I have a break here. Do I? Is this set up? Probably not. No, it's a black screen. That's not very good. At least it faded cool. Anyways, I'm going to get something from behind the screen. Anyways, you know, Looks like the ad ends in a little bit here. Ayo, Amber. Welcome in. I have missed you as well. How goes the Dead by Daylights? Chateau Setzel. Chateau Setzel on a plane. My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. Got out of bed at all. No, 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 no. And Chateau Setzel on a place that you left. Man, I don't have the endurance for this anymore. You got a fast car, I want a ticket to anywhere. No, maybe we can make a deal. Maybe together we can find somewhere. No, any place is better. Started from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. No, me and myself got nothing to prove. You got a fast car, I got a plan to get us out of here. Been working at the convenience store, managed to save a little bit of money. Oh, we won't have to drive too far, just cross the border and into the city. No, you and I can both get jobs, finally see what it means to be living. See, my old man's got a problem. Lives with the bottle, that's the way it is. His body's too old for working, body's too young, look like his. My mama went off and left him, wanted more from life than he could give. I said somebody's gotta take care of him. I quit school, it's what I did. Stunning AK resolution meditation app. In honor of the revolution, it's half off at the Gap. Deadpool self-awareness, losing parents, harmless fun. The backlash to the backlash to the thing that's just begun. Surgeon General's pop-up shop, Robert Iger's face. Reading Pornhub's terms of service, going for a drive. Oh, my lyrics are all messed up. What's going on here? Discounted Siegit Pop, Bugles take on raid. Female Colonel Sanders, easy answer, Civil War. The whole world at your fingertips, the ocean at your door. Live action Lion King, the Pepsi halftime show. 20,000 years of this, no 7 more to go. Carpool karaoke, Steve Aoki, Logan Paul. A gift shop at the gun range, a mass shooting at the mall. Oh my gosh, there it is again, that funny feeling, oh there it is again, that funny feeling, oh that funny feeling, oh there it is again, that funny feeling. Yeah, this is all messed up. That's crazy. I guess just songs I know by heart then. That does limit it some, but I think we just fine. Love of mine, someday you will die, but I'll be close behind. I'll follow you into the dark, blinding light, or tunnels to gates of white, just our hands clasped so tight, waiting for the hint of a spark. Heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied. Illuminate the nose on their vacancy sign. If there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, then I'll follow you into the dark. In Catholic school, as vicious as Roman rule, I got my knuckles bruised by a lady in white, and I held my tongue as she told me, son, fear is the heart of love. So I never went back. If heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, illuminate the nose on their vacancy sign. If there's no one beside you and your soul embarks, then I'll follow you into the dark. And I'll follow you into the dark. Nah, that's a fun one I could never forget. And I still almost did. Oh, man. Hey, Jethro. What's new in the life? Anything too exciting? Might be too much, too. Time has passed. Are you still streaming? If so, I'm sorry I've not been there. But I'm hoping that changes. Wife and kids. I ain't got none of that. This one says no capo on my notes, but my voice has changed a little and I'm out of practice. I know I can't take one more step towards you, 'cause all that's waiting is regret. March? Sheesh. How dare you wait that long between streams? Mine was only in November, and November is next month, so it's only been 1 month. You know what I'm saying? So... I know I can't take one more step towards you. All that's waiting is regret. Don't you know I'm not your ghost anymore? Lost the love I love the most. I learned to live half a life. Now you want me one more time. Who do you think you are? Running around leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts. Yeah, that's not what I'm gonna be able to do tonight. These lyrics, they were formatted so perfectly earlier, but I'll figure it out for next time. Yeah, our semi-annual stream, I guess. Though I think that's changing. I think Tuesdays going forward, I will be trying to do a music stream around this time. I will not, I guess, overpromise myself, but I think that is something that can count on. Tuesdays being a day that I make it out to the studio. I got D&D on Mondays. I play that game still. I'm a huge nerd as always. That game's been going great, and I run it, and they're doing fun. They're doing lots of fun things, and none of them are the main plot line, but that's okay. I guess it's more of a reflection upon my storytelling and writing engaging side hooks. Or maybe, yeah, I don't know. Also, I had no idea that this campaign was going to go on this long, and I just was kind of winging it the whole time. I'm still winging it, so. Such is life, you know what I mean? Such is life. But Jethro, have you written music lately? Have you still writing music at least? That's, for as much as I've been gone, I have been playing and playing and playing. And it's been kind of like the old way I used to play before I streamed in the beginning times of Twitch. I kind of just play the same song like dozens and dozens of times in a row. So yeah. Take that for what it's worth. Like, I'll be writing, so I wrote a new song today. I wrote the start of a new song today. For context, you know, I'm always writing. That never really stopped. I don't know what it was. I kind of just there's not really a great all-encompassing world. I just focused on other things, and that's okay too. There's other things in life. But I think for at least the near-term future, I'm not going to promise forever because no one can. Um, we'll be back on Twitch. I'm going to try to catch a lot more streams. I'm going to try because I don't know what it was. I felt so um, and still feel so guilty. I'm like, man, I've been gone for so long, and I come back and I'm like, there's this expectation of this and that, but no, I just miss it. So we're back, and you have to send me all the cool people who stream because a lot of the people that I follow, I just don't see them live anymore. So my list is low. You know what I mean? Well, I have to be very careful about pushing buttons. Maybe it's just because of when I stream, because I do see a couple more friends on right now, but or at least when I was looking. But yeah, you got to do what you got to do. Life is busy. Also, oh yeah, another big thing. I literally just decided to make a game. You know what I mean? I actually working on like developing an actual video game to play. Like that's just a thing that I randomly decided to do. It's still nowhere near playable, but I just, for some reason, I got the motivation to do that. So that's on the Docker. Yeah. Winkle helped a little bit, doing some maths and some research, but yeah, it's just I don't know. I was yeah. At first, I thought it was gonna be just a thing I would use for stream, and then it just morphed, and eventually I gave up on that idea. But the still idea of like making something like that kind of came up, and then it was at the beginning of this year. I was on a trip, and I had this inkling to make this little game, and then I just did it on the flight back, basically. And while I was also there a bit, and I came back and I just kind of kept cranking on it, and now it's only been 9 months since then, so it's come a long ways in just 9 months. And Winkle has gotten moral support. If you're interested, I can certainly send you what I've got so far, but he has definitely been more than moral support, but certainly that too. It's like a simulation strategy game where you're trying to recruit gladiators. Like if you've ever seen the movie Gladiator with like Russell Crowe and all that stuff, it's literally as if you were the guy who owns Russell Crowe. So yeah, Antonius Proximo. Because I don't know. I think I'd recently rewatched. No, I watched Gladiator 2 when that came out. That's one of the few movies I've seen in theater in the past while. That and Mickey 17. Um, One of the few movies that I've seen in theater. And I was just like, let's keep going with this. And then I did it. Your Pokemon, kind of actually, though, for being real. I started off thinking like maybe I would just like make a clone of Pokemon. And then I tried, and then I came across this other thing, and it works. I think it works. Yeah, kind of works. It's kind of fun. I have like a link. You can actually play it, but it's not what I would consider balanced or has graphics or has good user interface yet. It just has a solid um, baseline of the game, like underlying concepts and like the math and stuff. But yeah. Let's see here. Oh, don't worry about it, Javen. Literally, like life is life, and you got to focus on the things you got to focus on. And I always knew I was going to be the one doing the code, but it's also kind of fun taking a larger share of the ownership of it. But yeah, if nothing else, it's also something that it's just something I wanted to do, and I'm nothing if not subject to my own whims of fancy. Like, oh, like I spent a lot of time, I would go out to dinner and I would work on the game while I was out, uh, and repeat that for a while, or I would go get breakfast or coffee in the morning, and work on the game. So I'd do that for a while, and now we're gonna try to incorporate all of that energy plus plus a stream again, at least once a week. I personally want to stream at least once a week. I think that is a good pace. I think it's good to get me back in practice because when I play normally, when I practice myself, I will just play the same thing again and again and again, repeat that forever, right? Um, and I'm fine with that. That brings me tremendous joy, but so does this, and this forces me in a good way to get out of my comfort zone and to talk. And it also is a good chance to connect and do all of the fun things and that I have been putting off and letting lay idle. Once a week, yes. I think as it stands right now, Tuesdays at this time is about when we're going to be going in the future. So it'll be more polished. I'll get the lighting set up a little bit better. I'll get the audio figured out. Like my old Focusrite that I had for a while, it kind of half died. I'm still not entirely sure, but I got a little backup unit that I had gotten in a little trade I did a while ago, and that works actually pretty well. And we'll see how that goes. And I might tinker with this and that, and get an actual stream set up again. But in the meantime, don't let piddly things get in the way of doing what you want to do. And today I wanted to stream. Yeah. And I guess as it turns out, that was a good decision because October 7th, 2022 is when 2021, crazy, is when I became a Twitch affiliate, which is kind of fun. I don't do this for the money, and I don't frankly, I don't want you guys to sub. I do not need the money, and I would much rather you support yourself or others in your life and all that stuff. Whatever I make off of ads and stuff is whatever. I don't think it ever amounted to more than like $1 or $2 here or there. But I just want to be here and contribute to the community that I had cultivated so long ago, and to see what we can come up with these days. Anyways, I miss all of you tremendously. And I think with that, we are going to call it a stream. So unfortunately, I will be calling it there just because my heart is heavy today. But my heart is heavy. Oh my gosh. I clicked my own stream channel thing and it brought myself up, and then I heard myself, which I did not like. Yo, Gibson Lens, good to see you, friend. How you been? Anyways, anyone got a Jethro? Do you have anyone you'd like to raid? Though I think, let's see here, who's live? I think I see someone I'd like to stream, but I would also like to know who you guys like to watch these days, because I have my friends and stuffs, but who knows? I like to make new people, new friends and stuff. Yeah, Gibson Lens, it's good to see you too. I will be back maybe sometime later this week, but for sure next week, this exact day, on Tuesday, whatever the next Tuesday is, the 14th. Okay, so we're gonna go raid outs, see what we can do. Oh, she's drawing some cute stuff today. That's adorable. Anyways, guys, it's good to see you. How do I do this again? I assume it's the same thing. We're gonna go raid a artist today, because that's one thing that I think I'd like to do, is to support more than just music. The music is great and I love it. It's just any kind of creative or fun medium I would be happy to support. So let's do the thing. I've got that. All right, friends. It's good to see you. Yes. Looks like they're drawing something for Inktober, which is fun. All right, friends. Y'all have a good one. I will catch you all on the flip side. Take care. Oh, I also have a Discord. I think most of you are here, but if you didn't, you can join that link or follow me on any of the socials that are linked below. I'll see you all on the other side.